Well, good morning. Today is Monday, November 14th, and it's time for our weekly meeting highlights. And this week, it's part of the plan on how to get you back on track. It's how to use lessons from your past for future successes. So, we always start off with how I did. Last week, I told you I have a new determination to finish the year strong is my goal, to finish the year strong. I was getting so close to 250. It was scaring me. I was at 249.9. Was it? No, I was at I think I was at 249.9, but my official weigh-in day, because it scared me. I weighed myself on a Saturday and I thought, oh my gosh, this is scary. So then I waited. I was really good over the weekend and I did lose to 0.9, but I still had a gain that week of like 6 pounds or something like that. It was like ridiculous how much I gained. So I was, my official weigh-in weighed 249. Last week I lost 2 pounds, which was my first official week dedicated wholeheartedly to being on a weight loss plan. And I did lose 2 pounds. But how did I do this week? And I'm babbling, Sandy. We're anxious to know how you did this week. How did you do? Are you as surprised as I am? Oh my gosh, 3 pounds. That puts me at 60.2 pounds total loss. I weighed in this morning at 244 exactly. So from my highest that I've been recently, I have lost 5.9, but officially on the Weight Watcher app where I keep track, I've lost 5 pounds in 2 weeks. 5 pounds in 2 weeks, almost 6, which is the 6 pounds I gained in 1 week. Just shows you how hard it is for me to lose weight after I've gained a substantial amount of weight in 1 week. But I'm determined. I really am determined. I am not going to discuss the new plan because there's so many videos out there that are telling you all about the new plan. So there, you could probably check that out. It went for me. I went from 19 daily points to 24 daily points. And my weekly stayed the same at 28. I did lose a lot of my foods that I really enjoyed eating, but I think that contributed to me not doing well this year. My avocados went from 0 points to, if I ate a whole avocado, to 8 points. I also my oatmeal was 0 points. It went to 4 points for me. So, I'm glad. I'm really happy for the changes. I really, really am happy for the changes. I really do think, to me, it kind of resembles the blue plan or the freestyle plan, which the freestyle plan was in 2017. I joined December 31st, 2016. So really, let's figure I joined 2017. And I lost a considerable amount of weight that first year. I think I lost over 60 pounds that first year because I was really dedicated and really followed it. So now I'm 6 years older now, so it's going to be a little bit slower. I am not anticipating losing another 60 pounds. It can be done, but I'm not, hanging my hat on that, as they say. But I'm determined to have a loss each week. But if you're interested in the program, I found a link to a article that I read this morning that pretty much describes it. I'll leave it in the description box below. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, just click on the link in my description box, and it'll lead you to the article. Also, I have a link that if you want to join Weight Watchers, I think that I'm not positive, so don't quote me on this, but I think if you join today. Today's the last day. You can sign up for $15 a month for life. Let me get the phone real quick. A spam call. I have on my cell phone, I have blocked all the spam calls so I don't get them. So unless I know who you are, it's not going to come through. But my landline, yes, I'm a dinosaur. I have a landline. My landline, I can't figure out how to do that. I've signed up for the do not call list and all that, and it just doesn't work. But when the cell towers are down, I have a landline. I'm 72. I need to communicate for 911 or whatever. But anyway, I think that when I was talking to a virtual coach this morning, like typing, not talking, but a live chat, they said that today is the last day to sign up for $15 a month for life. I have no idea what the stipulations are on that. But if you want to click on the link, it'll offer you different plans, and you can see what's out there. But enough of that being said, I'm just so happy, 3 pounds. Plus, I'm in the 60s again. Back in the 60s again. Barely, but I'm there. Sue slims down, and I have a challenge. We did it once before. We both got very close to a 100-pound loss. I am not setting a certain goal date that I'm going to hit that. It's just, I feel I'm a very competitive person. So now that I'm competing with Sue, I think that got us both our mojos back, because she's 1.2 pounds ahead of me. I don't like being behind. I don't like it. So my plan is to be really strong this week. I am planning on eating out on Saturday night, and I have no choice on the menu because it's a birthday party and they've already planned the menu. But I can make smart choices. That's my plan. So anyway, comes to the perfect segue into the how to use lessons from your past for future successes. We all know I've had very bad, not experiences, because I really do. I've made very bad choices eating out. They always have a healthy choice menu. You can always substitute on a menu. I very rarely do that, so I got to start doing that. But anyway, ever wanted to tell someone exactly what you want to do to reach your goals? Great news. You can be that person. Here's how. Try this. Think back to the past month or months and reflect on your successes and your setbacks. I really haven't had too many successes this year, if I'm going to be really honest with myself. I can say that one of my successes is that I never gave up. To me, that's always a success. As long as you're trying. If you fall down and you just stay on the ground, you're a failure. But if you get back up and try again, I consider that a success. So some of the successes that they're suggesting is that you started a new exercise routine, and then you ask yourself, what changes did you make and how did you make them? I now wake up earlier for a workout class and go to bed earlier instead of scrolling TikTok. If you follow my channel, you know this girl doesn't go to bed till like 2 or 3 in the morning. The other night I went to bed about 1 o'clock, and Jim wanted to know why I was going to bed so early. Jim goes to bed around midnight. But I said, no, I was just ready to go to bed. There was nothing on TV. I was kind of bored and I was a little tired. I don't stay up deliberately till 2 or 3, but it's what do you call it? My prime time? No. What is that? My sweet time. It's my sweet time. Between midnight and 2 is like I'm really having the most energy. I really do. And how are the things changing, helping your journey now? I have more energy and add points to my budget. That's what the success is if you started a new exercise routine. For me, I would say, like I told you earlier, my success is that I've never given up. I fall down, I beat myself up, I give myself a hard time, but then I try again. I just really, really try again. And I think that's the pattern of my success for the last 6 years. And I think that it's just going to be my pattern for the future. Never giving up, just never giving up. So some of the setbacks that we might have had is I tend to go over budget on nights out. Speaking to me. Hear it? Yeah, they're talking to me. What's getting in your way? It's hard to resist high point foods and drinks. I go to certain restaurants and I have my favorite recipes. Now, or not recipes, but food choices. Like when I go to the Olive Garden, I always get the chicken tortellini. I just love the chicken tortellini. I get the pasta fagioli soup. When I go to the Texas Roadhouse, I always get the ribs and chicken platter because I save the chicken for the next day and I eat it on a salad, and I eat the ribs when I'm there. And when I go to Red Robin, now that's the only place I kind of alter my, I used to love their turkey baja, but they don't have it anymore. It's on a croissant, which I'm not a big fan of. But I usually just get like a whiskey chicken burger sandwich. I like that. So I have to, Texas Road or Outback, I always get the Alice's Spring Chicken with a baked potato loaded. Now, I could go to Alice's Spring Chicken and get a barbecue piece of chicken with just a potato. So I know that there are options out there. I just have to reframe my mind to know that I can make the smarter choices. And some of the things you can do to alter your approach: plan and pre-track my order, save weekly points, or eat a snack before leaving home. Yesterday I ate out, which maybe I might have had a bigger loss today. I might have, but we don't know for sure. But yesterday I went out and I had a crock of French onion soup with a half of a ham sandwich. Actually, I couldn't order a half a sandwich. I had to order the whole sandwich, but I only ate half of the sandwich. So I saved the other half of the ham. It was ham and cheese. I saved the other half in ham and cheese, and I had it for my dinner with some salad, a little side salad with a little bit of dressing on the side. And then for a snack in between during the day, I had an apple and an orange. I think that the soup and the ham, very salty, very high in sodium, plus eating out, preservatives. So I might have even had a bigger loss. But I thought for myself, I chose a lot better than I would have. Because usually when I go there, I get the nacho platter, which is delicious. And they give you enough nachos that you could share it with the table. It's just your own, because our portion sizes here in the United States are way too big. But as much as I wanted to get that, because I looked at the menu more than once looking at that, and I chose not to. Because I kept justifying in my mind, well, the soup is going to be so salty with the ham and the cheese. But really, in the long run, that was a better choice for me. So I do think that I'm learning from my setbacks. So look ahead to the goal you want to achieve in the next month or so. We all know my goal for the next month or so is to finish the year strong. I went 1 year in 2017 when I had joined Weight Watchers. I went the whole holiday season and I lost like 12 pounds between Thanksgiving and Christmas because I was dedicated to my plan. I had a really good holiday. I ate Thanksgiving, I ate on Christmas, I ate at Christmas parties, but I made smart choices. And I want to prove to myself that I can do it again this year, and I will prove to myself that I will do it. So think of things that you look ahead to the goal to see what you want to achieve in the next month. What obstacles might you face? I have a surprise birthday party on Saturday. We have Thanksgiving. I have a Christmas party with my immediate family. I have a Christmas party with Jim's family. I have the Eve of Christmas Eve party with my own immediate family. We have our going out to breakfast on Christmas Eve. We have a couples get together with my friends. We have 4 couples that we all get together and we have share a meal for that. Shopping, you always stop in Starbucks or something to get something, or crumble cookies or something. So I have a lot of obstacles in my way for the coming month. But when I reach my goal, I'll feel so proud of myself. I'll feel accomplished and glad to have saved my extra points to spend on things like having a Starbucks drink. Just because I'm going to a party that night doesn't mean that I have to go crazy through the whole day. I can plan accordingly for that day. I can plan accordingly during the week to save some points so that I would have it. I get 28 weekly points. I can spend those at a party. That doesn't necessarily mean, and I think, I'm not positive, so don't quote me on this, but I think you still have the 2-point rollover, I think. But even if I don't, calorie-wise, if I save the calories during the week, then I will have the calories to spend at the parties. So move forward by taking one specific step toward goal this week. What lessons from the past, wins and challenges could help you? You have to rethink how you spend your time so you have more time to meal plan and prep. I don't meal plan or prep. I have the foods that I need to eat, so that's somewhat of a prep. But I just do, when I wake up in the morning, this is what I feel like eating today. You know, if I had a chef that I could figure out and I could make a menu plan, well, this is what I want to eat on this day, this day, this day, prepare it for me. No, I don't know. You know, that's like, well, you know what? When you went to school, and my family, we never got to buy hot lunch because we just couldn't afford it. And back then, I don't think they had free lunches. They might have, but my parents would have never asked to do that. She said, as long as you got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and you have an apple in your lunch, you're fine. But I would look forward to seeing the menu to see, and I would live vicariously through my friends as they got their hot lunch. And even though it would look good on paper, when they actually set their tray down, I always thought that my peanut butter and jelly sandwich looked a little bit better than whatever they had. So I never really was that enticed. Like, I don't go to a restaurant because Tuesday's special is such and such. I go to the restaurant when I want to go. But it works for a lot of people. I'm not downplaying it. It works for a lot of people. But for me, I just like to decide each day what I'm going to have. I have the foods. Now, with that being said, I shop once a week, so I do somewhat plan what I'm going to have for the week. It's just not, I don't know what particular day I'm going to have it. Like, I know I'm going to have spaghetti one day, or chicken one day, or pork chops another day. I plan accordingly and put the food in there. And speaking of pork chops, I think I'm going to have pork chops for dinner tonight. I was wondering what I was going to have for dinner tonight, but thank you. We're going to have pork chops. So I got to remember to take them out of the freezer. Anyway, let's dive a little deeper. While this journey may not come with an exact roadmap, science thankfully gives us plenty of strategies and tips to help navigate, which is tracking, meal planning, 0 point foods. But you've got another super valuable and often untapped resource, your past experiences. That's true in all aspects of life, whether it's how to handle your money, how to raise your children, like if you have small children still, learning the little, signals from your children about their children, because as a grandparent, you always want to give them everything. So sometimes you got to check with the parent to see, because you don't want to start a little battle right there. It's hard, because you know what? I'm the grandma. It should be a free-for-all when they get here, but then I realize that once they leave here, they have to go back and follow rules. So I have to somewhat encourage them to follow rules. Somewhat. Anyway, but I have really good grandkids. They've never broken anything, or, well, I shouldn't say that, when they were little. I mean, not deliberately. They have not deliberately broken anything. But I just don't feel that, I don't know, never mind. So reflecting on the accomplishments and the actions that you got there, how you overcame obstacles or why things clicked, can guide you on how to think about or approach what's next. I have no idea what clicked on me to finish the year strong. I think it was just seeing how close I was getting to 250, that I just figured, if not now, then when? Which was my video yesterday. If not now, then when? And I'm tired of waiting again. I waited too long to get back on track. I was doing so well. I was so close to Wonderland, and I just blew it. And I have a long way to go to get there, but I will get there again. I know that, because I'm not going to let any obstacles get in my way again. The same goes for what hasn't worked. Mentally digging into why something may have failed helps you reroute your path or deploy a plan instead of repeating the same patterns. How many of us follow the same plan and, pattern rather, that when I eat out, normally I get home and I think I got to just splurge on sugar. Because I think it's the additives in the foods. It's salty, and so you counteract salt with sugar. And I'm really proud of myself that I recognized that signal and did really well yesterday and didn't have anything sweet. I'm sweet enough. So as you gear up to finish this year strong and start the next one fresh, decide what behaviors, habits, or techniques you'll bring along to help you get through this usually busy season and beyond. Then they said, did you know, following a regain of weight, 82% of WW Success Registry members thought about past successes to help them get back on track most of the time, compared to only 18% of a control group. But you can draw on past wins anytime you need a little extra fuel for your journey. So we're going to finish the year strong. That's what got me motivated, is their theme for this month, finish the year strong. And I am planning on finishing the year strong. So I don't have any opinions just yet of the new plan, because I'm going to give it a week, see how it works. I am kind of happy to go back to that plan. I think it'll be a little bit easier for me and keep me a little bit more accountable as far as overdoing it on foods that I enjoyed in the past, but within limit because they had points to them. But now then they went free, and then I went crazy on them, but now they're back to points. I think it's going to work. So what are your opinions on the new plan, if you have any? And how did you do on your weight loss? So once again, thank you so much. 3 pounds, 6.2 total. I'm really proud of myself. I usually don't say that enough, but I need to say it more. I'm really proud of myself. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. Hopefully I see you on my daily vlog, but if not, let's check back in together next week. Talk to you soon.